Hey guys, so everything I've read, and I am OCD, so I read obsessively. Everything I've read about YouTube videos says look good, dress cute, have nothing in the background, have good lighting. But everything you guys, teens, actual teen followers are saying to me is fuck it, no makeup, look like shit, who cares, just be real, just give us a new video. So here I am with a shitty black, gray, crappy looking background. I just got back in from the pouring rain. I am in a tank top and like a ratchet jog bra, but I got something to say. I'm burning up to say it, and a bunch of you guys just saw my intro video and were like, give me more now. So here we are with a shitty backdrop. So don't abandon me because this looks like shit. Okay, so enough of that. Here's what I have to say. I put out a call to teen followers asking, what's your problem? Tell me what's up so I can do a video about it. And so many of you already got back to me. Holy shit. One of you sent, I guess, a story that was so much my own story. I guess, sorry if that's selfish. I give a shit about everything you guys are saying, but especially the ones that I really relate to. And this one is applicable to just about everybody. So here we go. This one's about body image. And I'm going to need to do about 6,000 videos about body image because I have so much to say about that. So I'm going to make this one just one little piece of that about the fact that there is an in-group and an out-group in our society. Different parts of the country, it's some parts of the country are more about you have to look a certain way. If you're a woman, you have to be blonde and thin. And if you're a man, you have to wear your like polo shirt tucked in, whatever. Other parts of the country are kind of more flexible and accepting, but the big picture media show in this country still really says if you're going to be desirable, if people are going to like you or love you, you have to look a certain way. I don't need to tell you what that certain way is. You already know. So yeah, let me look at my notes to make sure I cover all this because I'm kind of angry about this. I have a lot of old anger about this topic, but I've kind of come through it. So anyway, here's the deal. There's an in group and an out group. And to be in, you have to conform. You have to look this certain way that's either impossible or if you really, really value being accepted by the masses, if that's your value, then you're going to put in the time and the money to look that certain way. And if that's what you value, that's fine. But for people who need to spend their time making a living or doing art or being outside or being with animals, job number one is not to spend the time looking that way. But nobody comes out the box looking that way. But there's this pressure that if you're gonna be in, if you're gonna have people love you, you better look this way. So especially I think teenagers feel this pressure if your body or your gender or your skin color or your socioeconomic status or your family of origin or whatever the case may be, if it doesn't fit that, a lot of times teenagers really feel this pressure to make themselves be that way. Here's my message. Fuck that. Really? Fuck that. Okay, I feel better. I feel like I had an enema a little bit. Here's why. Okay, a little bit of backstory. If you read my second book, We Can't Be Friends, you know that I kind of tried to put myself through that grinder. I became anorexic to try to have people like me. I didn't eat and I got really thin and the result of that was I had rapists like all over me. That was for me the price of of looking good. As I got older and moved to different parts of the country where, like, I found that in the Pacific Northwest, people's values were different. So the value system was more, the more you are doing your own thing, the more valuable you are. The more you are being the freak that you are, whatever your freak is, the more people like you. That had a huge influence on me and getting comfortable in my own kind of thick skin. And also spending a lot of time in the black community, dating black guys, having black female friends. There's a whole other ball of wax, I think, in African American culture, but the idea of being thin is not held up to the highest standard. So I also learned a lot there to feel good about being thick, to feel good about having hips that, like, it's hard to cram them into some jeans. So that's kind of how I got to feeling more self-acceptance. Once I got there and got angry at how very, very, very hard society tried to cram me into this box of bullshit, right? How many different ways I got the message that I wasn't acceptable unless I looked a certain way. Anything I have to offer is invaluable if I don't if I don't look a certain way. And for me, that certain way is taking up less space in the world. Nah. I mean, I shook that shit off like half a lifetime ago. So in the second half of my life, as a fuck you to that whole bullshit, that whole idea of you have to be this certain way to be worthwhile, here's what I've learned. The people who don't fit into those boxes are the cool ones. And I don't mean cool like leather jacket smoking a cigarette, or cool like getting a lot of YouTube likes. I mean cool like those are the people who have lived an interesting life, who have suffered and had to kind of claw their way out of struggle because life isn't so easy for you if you don't fit the right mold. Those are the people who have developed empathy. Those are the people with a sense of fucking humor. If you don't fit what you're supposed to fit, right? Whether that's genes or gender or I'm sorry, I should be a little bit cleaner, but seriously, if you don't fit that stuff, you have to develop other tools to survive. Those tools are hella interesting. So yeah, as an adult, the most boring and intolerable people I know, I'm really sorry if this applies to you, but the most boring and intolerable people I know are the ones who tick all those boxes. They're so boring. They have nothing interesting to say, nothing. So they just recite that party line, and no one wants to talk to them at the party, and their friends talk shit behind their back because there's nothing there. There's no substance there. There's nothing worthwhile. This sounds really shitty. And I don't know even if I should really publish this because it's kind of shitty to say. Like moments of self-doubt. But I'm not saying people with a different body type of mine are not worthwhile. I'm not saying that at all. I'm saying the people who have had it easy from the jump, or the people who have made sure they tick every correct box, right? Those people, it's like they eat cardboard for breakfast. And their breath smells like cardboard. And their life looks like cardboard. And they listen to cardboard like on Spotify. And they watch cardboard TV. I don't think I'm trying to hate on them. I'm just trying to say, for me, there's nothing there. For me, the passion lies with the people who are the outsiders, the people who are fat, the people who are trans, the people who have the whatever the skin color du jour is that we're all supposed to be afraid of, the people who are orphans, the people who just whatever it is that's different from the norm. Those are the people whose breath smells like spice. So yeah, I mean, I can definitely talk about, like, I mean, I work out because it fucking feels good, not to try to lose some of my shit. So I mean, I can talk about that stuff eventually, and I can definitely talk about exactly how to deal when you are actually in high school and people wear vineyard vines or whatever the fuck. But for now, I just want to send this message that if you don't have the right body, if you don't have the right hair, if you don't have the right family, the right car, the right phone, the right whatever the fuck, I love you. I love you. I would love to hang out. And I'm not the only one who feels this way. So, if you have to leave me a hateful message because I was hateful, that's okay. You know, I'll learn. Maybe I'll change. But way more importantly, if you know somebody who feels like they're on the outs because they don't fit in, please send them this video if it's worthwhile, if you think, if you think the message is good for them. Or it's very easy to find me online. Send me a message. What's your problem? Tell me. I'll probably have some ideas on how to deal with it. All right. Bye.